This is exercise number 13 on page 245, and as you can see, it's a fractional equation with just numeric values in the denominators, no variables. So we're going to rewrite all of these, both of these terms over the lowest common denominator, write everything over the lowest common denominator, which is 90. So, and you know, you can factor, this is 3 times 3, this is 2 times 5, there's no common factors, so you can just multiply them together and it's 90. So the denominator of this one is, to be over 90, it needs to be multiplied by 10, so this whole thing needs to be multiplied by 1 in the form of 10 over 10. This denominator, to be 90, needs to be multiplied by 9, so I have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 9. So I basically multiplied this by 1 in the form of 9 over 9, this by 1 in the form of 10 over 10. I should multiply this by 1 in the form of 90 over 90, but it doesn't matter, it's still going to be 0 no matter what I multiply it by. So now to clear the fractions, I have both denominators here over 90. So I'm going to multiply every term on both sides by the LCD of 90. And that will clear all the fractions. As I multiply 90 times this term, the denominator will clear and I'll get 10x squared. As I multiply 90 by this term, the denominators will clear and I'll get 9 times x minus 1 equals 0. So really it's just the whole numerator. And I can see this is going to be a quadratic equation, so if I continue to simplify it. Okay, so I check all my factors to try and factor this. I can try a 10x and an x, or a 5x and a 2x, and I could try a 1 and a 9, or a 3 and a 3 for the second terms. But as I do this, the ones you should end with are 5x and 2x, and then to get a 9 here, a negative 9, if I put a 3 here and a 3 here, this is a 15x, and I'll make that positive, and then this would be a negative 6x, and combining those I get a positive 9x in the middle, and I get my negative 9 as the product here. So when you FOIL that all back, that works. So then your solutions will be the value of x that makes this factor 0, therefore the equation true, has a 5 in the denominator and a 3 in the numerator. And this one has a 2 in the denominator and a negative 3 in the numerator. So those two values are the two solutions of 3/5, positive 3/5, and negative 3/2. And I'll leave the check to you. If you put both of those, either of those, back in for x into the original equation, it makes it true.